So Candace, we were talking about that 4-day period. You've mentioned a couple of times that it's really that 4-day is the longest you've been able to go this long without using. Do you know what's kind of happening on that 4th day? What's your mindset by that 4th day?
I think, like I said, I think it just starts to build. Like I can only do it for so long, and then I just can't take it. Like the pressure and the stress and the shame, and I just need to escape.
Yeah.
I just want to get away from it.
Can you talk to me a little bit about the shame and the pressure that you're feeling?
All the mistakes I've made, all the pain that I've caused, and all the money problems, and the bills come in, and what am I supposed to do with all that?
Yeah. What are you supposed to do with all that?
I go get drunk. I go get high. I go get wasted. I can't do that.
And that's certainly one answer. That's one answer to solving your problems. But what kind of solution is that? What kind of solution does that bring you to?
I know. I've gone around in a circle for years, I know.
Yeah. What do you know?
I know that the more I use, the farther down I get. It pulls me out for a minute. I feel good for a few hours. And I gotta live with the weight of what I've done.
And how do you feel you're in that journey? Are you down far enough, or do you need to keep going for a while?
I don't know. I set the goals every week. I want to make the changes. I want life to get easier. They say it will get easier, and I want that. But maybe I just don't have it. Maybe I can't stay drinking. I can't stay in this life either. It's not working.
Yeah. So you've kind of got this dual interaction going on, where you feel like on one hand you can't cope by not drinking, but on the other hand you don't want to drink anymore. You're saying that you can't stay in that life anymore either.
Yeah, that's where I stay.
So
that's why I got 4 days sobriety. I can do it for a little while. I can hang on for a little while. Like I want it. But I can't seem to get over that hump.
what would help get you over that hump?
I don't know. When I come to see you, you're supposed to have the answers.
Yeah, and I don't have all the answers. I can help you explore your own answers and try to come up with a process for you, but I can't give you the right answers for your own life. Let's go to this this question of things will get better and life will get better and things will get easier. What happens if it doesn't? What happens if you make it to sobriety and things don't get easier?
They get worse.
I don't know.
Well, if they get worse than this, what's the point?
Yeah. Well, the reason I asked that question is because, going out with sobriety doesn't mean that life's going to get any easier. You're still going to have bills. You're still going to have stresses in your life, you're still going to have all of those things. So I think that, one idea of looking at the end of that rainbow and thinking that the grass is going to be greener over there can also set a person up for failure, because they're always waiting for it to get better and for it to get better and for it to get better. And when it never gets better, then that's almost an excuse for them to use again. What do you think about that?
Okay.
Yeah.
But if it's not gonna get better, then, I mean, it's all I had,
Yeah.
some hope.
So, what other ways could we look at for coping with that stress, coping with the stress of needing to pay the bills, of family stresses, of all of those things?
I don't know, I've got my music. I really like, I like the band that I'm in.
Yeah,
My
we
guitar,
talked about that.
I like that.
Mhm.
So that works, and sometimes I can do that for a while.
Yeah.
But
What is it that you like about playing guitar?
just like music, it takes me away, it
Yeah.
helps me escape, it speaks to me.
Do you like to write your own music? Do you like to play music that somebody else has already developed?
Yeah, mostly that. Google songs, find those songs.
And how's your relationship with your bandmates? You say that you're...
Really, it's good.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah.
Well, some of them use. So it's conflicting. They show up there and, we can't practice when we're stoned, but we think we can. We're good.
Yeah.
We sound the best.
Yeah.
But
And what about your band members that aren't using?
they're frustrated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you
We're holding
ever
it back. I think we're holding it back.
have you ever talked to any of those guys about what's going on in your life?
No, we don't talk like that.
Don't talk like that. Do you have anybody that you talk like that to?
Yeah, my 12-step group.
Yeah.
But then I can be honest there.
I feel like you can be honest there. And how is things going with your 12-step group? Are you honest with them all the time about what's going on in your life?
Usually I can, if I can see it. Sometimes I can't see it, but if I can see it, I can talk about it there.
Yeah. And do they help you see things that you don't on your own?
Okay.
Yeah. And what does that feel like when they point that out to you?
But they're right.
Yeah.
I screw up all the time. I use and they tell me about it, and that's good.
Yeah. And then what do you do with that information?
I try to do like they say in group, lean into the pain. But I'm not very good at that.
Yeah. What does that mean? What does leaning into the pain mean?
It means let yourself feel it. At least I think that's what it means.
Yeah, like you said, feel it. And how do you deal with that?
Well, it sucks.
Yeah.
You start to think about all the people that you screwed up and all the people you hurt. It's hard because then you want to go use again.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see that in the way that you've expressed things to me. Because when you get to feeling that stress and those bills, when all of that pain starts to happen, that's when Okay.